Just wanted to start with the title of the talk, which I did not name. It was named by Carolyn. It's an excellent name. But the first part says, why now? And I was thinking about that. You know, whenever we sit down to practice, it's probably good to think about not only our motivation, but why are we practicing? You know, what brought us here? What brings us to the Dharma? What makes us think about having a spiritual life or a spiritual practice? Because if we can't engage in that way, we're probably not going to be successful at having a lifelong practice. So it's good to think about that. Why do I want to be a Dharma practitioner? Or what is it that I think I'll gain from Dharma practice? Or maybe in what ways is my life lacking because I don't have a spiritual practice? I think the Dharma it requires a lot of personal investigation. If we just, read books or go to talks, we're probably not going to make enough of a personal connection to really start practicing. So I love that beginning why now. And what it made me think of is, do the opportunities that we have repeat a lot in life? Do we always have unlimited chances to do things? And like for example, today, if we have the chance to connect with the Dharma and we don't make that chance important, are we sure that we're going to have that chance again? Is our life going to be full of those chances? Are we sure how long our life will last? That reminded, so Rinpoche was just thinking back to 1999 when we first met. When I met Rinpoche, the idea of marrying him was full of a lot of problems. I was 24 years old, and I had no money, and I also did not have a family who was happy about me marrying a Lama. So it had a lot of problems. But I think when I can think back to that time, I was in Nepal. I had sold my plane ticket. I didn't have any plans to go back to America at the time. And I met Rinpoche, and I thought it was, on one hand, a little bit crazy, to think about like marrying this person. I mean, it was not very long after we had met. We didn't speak the same language very well. A lot of difficulties. We were communicating with a dictionary. But I thought about this question, am I going to have all of these chances to commit to the Dharma? If I give up this chance to practice the Dharma, am I going to have another chance in the future to really devote myself to my spiritual life in the same way? And at that time, I fully believed that I would never have that chance again. And so it was a lot of hardship. It took me 6 years to bring Rinpoche to this country. And my parents like Rinpoche now. But it took me 6 years to bring him here because of all of that hardship, all of those, we just were facing so many difficult problems. And, but I fully believed it would be worth it. And I knew I was realistic about the hardship. I was realistic about what my life was going to be like and all the difficulties I was going to face. But when I thought about that and then compared to what it would be like to go through my life without practicing the Dharma or without having a person who would really authentically teach the Dharma, I just decided that I didn't care. So I was realistic in the beginning. It wasn't, I didn't not investigate it. I definitely investigated it. And I think we all have to do that with practice. We have to think about, what would my life be like if I didn't have this practice? And so if I, sabotage the opportunities I have now, what's the rest of my life going to be like? And is that the life that I want?